Today we will look at football as compared to music. We want to see which one, in a way, you know, have better, better BBR. So, would you say, yeah, if we give you the opportunity to be a footballer or a musician, like you have both talents. I know a lot of people who are, they can play football, they can also, sing or rap. But at the end of the day, which one do they really, settle on? I'm sure they've not had the opportunity to go through any kind of reasonable, debates or kind of some logical thinking that will help them, choose. So today we are about to do that. Maybe whatever it is, music is the best thing to do as compared to football. Of course, football is not bad, but if you compare it, to put it side by side with music is far ahead. There are a lot of reasons that I can give to you, but let me just say one thing, and then I'll give you the floor. The first thing that I want you to understand is that music has longevity. So, I mean, you can think about it. People at the age of 50, 60, even old age. Pabo and Pabo is dead. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's dead, yeah.
But a lot of people who are very, very old and they continue to, be active. Once you can sing, you have breath, you can go to the studio, you can record music.
Yeah.
Unlike football, at the age of 30, you are done. No one wants to have you in the team again.
Okay.
You understand? And your money is finished. I mean, whatever money you are paid, that is it. But as a musician, your talent is with you. And new things come every day that you can use to form music. Daddy Lumba had a very wonderful career. But at a point in 2008, he composed one of the best campaign songs in the history of Ghana's election. Na 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 do oyerina.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He's going to succeed.
And this was at the latter part of that Lumba's career. Even after that, the Grandpa released the hit song.
Yeah.
That's our Bob being one hand and a chum gra with doing the but still, yes, we are. Taco the winner bass, so no more born.
Yeah.
So as if you're a music person, you stay in the game, whatever that you love to do, you can do that as long as possible. I can't say same for football.
All right. So I think on the side of longevity, as you were describing, meaning we are talking on the side of the performer, right?
Of course.
Yes. So it makes sense, and I think one way or the other you are right. But I also start my own from the angle of health. Apomoding. Yes. You and I know. You bet me for Cristiano Ronaldo as an example. 40 years, still actively playing. See Ronaldo now see near the wow, me no can say. You bet now you can say what time. Oh, you quite draw on exercise. You know man, Juma, and then you don't exercise. So that's it. So yeah, so I think on the side of health, football per se, because of let me say the players or those involved, even the coaching staff, it is required so will be able exercising, and in the essence or the importance of exercising to the health of every human. If we are so apomudin before BBA, men kai amount for yaw, but once I saw And I mean, shut down some cancer be some can't you be already. Manutia will be at you from Phantom. Once I saw her, you compare footballers and musicians. How many win them?
Footballers.
And name musicians. How many win them?
Messi footballers win them.
Oh boy.
I
Oh, Dana. You see, footballers now almost mean check because of the health discipline or more your friends say a field of work. So they exercise and they are banned, or let me say, they are stopped from involving themselves in any illegalities like substance abuse and those things. But then young musicians see who crowd up and no could na a assignment feature honum. And I said, when you could not call it gono. Gata be so, but all the more be a ding. And I'm knowing now soon says to on your drugs. It's my main come.
Okay.
It's I don't know be kind of.
Koso say oh na microphone.
What I say. And a microphone could tell me. It's young fan say, and artists people who could not call it gono gata be so uncle from a crowd. Seven, I used to go to a cottage and I got that papa when I know. And San could not go really. No bufaso, none of call war, no story. The fifth, no. Sorry, I say, make us say your performance be 10 minutes performance no. And no more be going to read you, Sana, or perform here, you know. You see, but football is not like that. You have Popo Banya example. Sometimes, once even sportsmen could go to me call some painkiller be. Na due to substance be a woman to crown. Na ya man band there na say ya preventing from match be also about any normal be. So it tells you how your health is really valued in football. So I say. So health wise, I think our footballers are doing well. Football is better. It's better to be a footballer than to be a musician. So after so wapomudin on ya ding on na utime enyini check a bob brano ko anymore. Fine, will be a and yeah, make I say my days of college. Now, you're going to horse. Your goalkeeper back up. Yeah, his name was Kasisi, something Kasisi. And that name is actually even a royal name from Sirigu. Yeah, so he was a royal and he was a goalkeeper. Unfortunately, or call airborne or be sure one and it took a ball. Kofi and Twata or could yeah. And he was a good friend as well. Now, my movie cry. So, and there, I do not be a conscious woman, dear. So, but send your conscious and a baba. Now, say, you can't say, Obia way of life, and a dear judge, but you being no drew. So, but you're not putting betting it now, quite could do. Okay. So,
Okay.
It helped me starting from the health side, no say. Football, yeah, you become healthy, you can live long to enjoy more money. And now we can see Kasem say okay, fine. Matilda Brabi movie
me one other point that Ayana Gofu be brain realizing is let's look at barrier for entry.
Okay.
So yeah, business analysis cry industry. Okay, so how difficult it is for you to become a professional footballer and how difficult for you to become a professional musician. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
It's easy.
Okay.
We are in the social media era.
Sure.
Alogy got featuring from Sarkodie using TikTok. Safu Newman, Blue on TikTok or social media. There are a lot of people like that.
Okay.
These days, you don't even need a label. Even me, I can just record something and put it on Apple Music. Just as now, let me that to Apple Music. Yeah,
but I don't know. They're going to get your money. The money you will spend. You will spend.
So my point is that
sure,
if the song is good, I will get it.
Okay.
If the song is good and people like what I've created, sure. People do that all the time. It's easy for you to become a musician. For compare football.
Okay.
If you want to be a pro football, even Juventus Academy here, I'm with you $2,000.
Okay.
For your kid to be part of that academy. And you see, it's not easy to get into such academies because they're expensive and very competitive and so on and so forth. And you need to get the BBFN say, I say, who hear any penny money munyambi as any selective. So you can be a very talented footballer, but at the end of the day, the coaches may not like the way you play football. And they won't select you. No one will give you a contract anyway. So what am I gonna say? But music, you don't need anyone to hold your hand per se. Of course, in every industry, you need someone to give you that kind of support. But in music, it's possible for you to blow, get money, become more successful and a professional musician without someone necessarily lifting you on, because the tools are available these days. Now, I mean, say, you can football, music, as one of the biggest, conversations out there is that, Sika of football, we see. But I mean, my analysis.
Okay.
Football, as we speak today, there's only one billionaire in football, and that is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Only one.
Okay.
By Uncle Music.
Okay, name them.
Rihanna is a billionaire. Just Rihanna is a billionaire. Jay-Z is a billionaire.
Okay.
Akoya or Rapia, Kenya West is a one.
Yeah. Honestly, they say on the bad side they were losing the billionaire spots now. I'm sure.
Yes, our hero. The only person to ever achieve that is Cristiano Ronaldo. The rest, me say, football is the kind of
okay.
Soon be any. Walai, soon be any football scheme.
Are you sure?
You can just check online how much AE was receiving when this guy Thomas Partey was in Arsenal. He was receiving around £240,000 a week.
Yeah,
that money, no, Sasikano. Every biano, every week be obinya Sasikano biano. About 50% goes into taxes. Two dividers can I say. So the can I say I can half. Yeah. But let's put a musician like even Sarkodie or Shatawale or Stoneboy. And let's look at how much they charge per show. That is only one aspect of their earnings. Or the show if you are after streaming platforms. YouTubers, whether my money could you share the money in a crowd, YouTube. Then think about musicians that are creating songs on those platforms. Have you ever wondered how much they get in a week or in a month? Huge sums of money.
Okay.
So what I'm say. And this money, they are getting it, they will get it, whether they are alive, they die, or whatever it is. But Thomas Partey, so ja football boys see when they Janica be. Bien Janica. But Stoneboy Janum to see obe the dia come time obe. Sarkodie be the dia, Shatawale be someone Tom catalog and Kwandia. Obe the dia. Obe the dia come time obe. And Emma Sikana a one mono. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay.
Football boys see and one.
Oh boy. Yeah, so the make us say oh boy and tessa. But before that, no, me call back a starting from a point we are raising about entry barrier. You see, can and be a thing. Once it's a music they are okay. First, not easy to even come to the limelight. Because then times the obo you could bring a reference say catch kwame apebe catch was say Omar recording him I just oko GBC now could not get one who said DJ be an answer presenter be ba akwaje ne bag to akwaje ne bag na dey koja no no na chance o ma bonum bi onti gine kotie na say ya na omana fa kakra ma me so what I say so going back ebepem this time in Anna it wasn't easy to get into the limelight, both music and football now. And once I outlining some easier ways right now, musicians tend to get their hit, or let me say become mainstream, come to the what do you call it? The mainstream this thing. Yeah. Same way, the footballers are also devising their own ways almost or the getting known. Because right now, Sakrabi a good Sakrabi Asia. The here understand them for before mobile phone. Now Bobo our video no. I know a couple of people are through this Omunya Omo Lande friends, a professional contractor. They are outside the country right now.
Bomudin.
When me momudi, me person come on, me momudi, to me momudi.
Bra.
So what I say. Oh, Nana, I saw me kind. If this video, if this video gets out there, some sasma make an no cry. Ubenya people on my show testimonies about this same assertion that I'm making. So what I say. There are a lot of maybe potential footballers. Now they make videos of themselves, put it out there, and recently, I say, now video be trended or X. But nipa met my kind in the past me here on my video no on a handle first was Nebasak. Yes, there was some match behind the course or trenches be some Sakura Park be. Don't you say school kora na kwano baby ojina you shoot ball no share go no. The whole town in na could go park and so na ye so that said that is your talent. And some video where imagine say scouts who sell video where yeah. What are they going to do? They look for the child, and it happens. They look for the child. No, my baby day. No wetness near how won't be them. But these are same ways. Some academies and so more rely on no more so they get it or more footballers. So that I say, they're okay. Same way, even musicians also use it. We go on my bones to send them TikTok. You know, I recorded video. I know ad libs be needed, and then go on my main. You know, I go on so no anniversary. You know, I not a better one thing. I don't know do who na record label be home. Or so person no year juma. Let's look at then Rough Town music. Elande Babatunde. Some videos say yeah be. Ana omo ya say o chale bra me anya juma. It happens. And Samson of football so no. It happens there. They make videos. These scouts or academy whatever, they see them. No more so omo push you omo. For your friend say inter school see on boy. Sanity obu a oye video. No they are sending sports teacher be also okay me pelen sama o school. Oko bo in school no do oko milos. O performing scouts ever stadiums. They spot you and at the end of the day you are outside there. Opa ko hwehwe how Thomas Patemo etu kwan kwa butre ekobọ. That's how it is. So I say, ACN echo performing very well under Mourinho. No, Mourinho back Ghana because of ACN. Mourinho came to Ghana. Hold you say Mourinho came to Ghana because of Mike ACN. And your footballer who say your favorite coach, you see Mourinho. As far as can work at some. And fine, I did about comment.
Come on, man, maybe some question. Come on, some.
I didn't be a question. Open to someone's answer. We'll make it 9 points to be about Cristiano Ronaldo becoming the first billionaire in let me say sports or football. Okay, fine. You see, I am the same when you be kind. Because when you be unkind, and I can say, it be no cry, baby, there. At least we have something to stand on and make our claims. So what I say, look at Cristiano Ronaldo from the growth, should the Cristiano Ronaldo influence our FIFA your friends say at work young for Cristiano Ronaldo and that's where globally stars celebrities no be a counter say hey I didn't know see you way look at the fans and I said the fan base Messi holding. So what I say, so footballers or let me say football is also doing massively well. What can see kasem football sika won papa, and let's look at the number of people they enjoy. Fine, ABI football make it more billionaires, but the people involved now, the number of people through football they eat, through football they feed their family, and through football they get something to put into their savings account. Apart from the playing team body now, Kasano, say or more 11 players no that park and so on. Look at the number of coaches football employ. The statisticians and whatever, the dietitians, cleaners at the stadiums, massa, and then music. The only time a music pay a lot of people is when there is concert, a music concert. That is only and when we go say the numbers are music and more muska a dozen. The football week in week out, there be a match what I say, and even even the mother association FIFA Crampona for the number of people that FIFA are employed. Look at the number of marks or stomachs are FIFA FD. So that's it. It's fine. Oh, music in there. Sikano, a common nipa 1 or 2, 3 B. Now, or maybe they no mabe to ska, or maybe to 5 cities. Say in your on the crew, money will scan at their account. So that's it. But the actual work, and I said the actual crafter, it pay a lot of people. It's football. Obaba bi mana. Na ya pon. So ni bi aka biom. Asem o dia ba dia pa na obeka biom.
Ode nya botre say wo aka o atoma o kan minim say tizene o kan no. O kan we say football also. So it means that your points make it to make football and music at the same time. But I mean at the same level. But I mean some person sure say football music is ahead. Now, yeah, Sasi can say, I mean, can't say Sasi intro. Abedi Pele. Or Abedi Ayu Pele. They're Ghana, they know. Even Andrea you, yeah.
Okay.
Andrea you 2010. Mefa Andrea you need Sako their career. Any example. Andrew the day are you 2010 or the World Cup. Or under 20 World Cup or Egypt.
Yeah.
Or World Cup. Hey, then 2009. Yes, 2009 and 2010. The career and chassis to say Satama 2009 there about Sako den so hate. By from me to side by side. Sisia brand bien who be sign Andrea you as ambassador. Basako is getting endorsement deals.
Oboa.
Oh, me boasen. Me come and say me o kasa man kasa.
Okay.
Again, Andrea you carry a baby. And then 3 days I could release you. I don't know about longevity.
Okay.
Yeah, 2010. Andrea you bought World Cup, me boy. See Tianica or boy Tianica and no. Omuji winning bonus, whatever. They got some money. Fine. 2010, Sarkodie released the album. Third me gonna say. Sarkodie today is still chopping from that album through royalties. Is Andrea you still chopping from the ball he played in South Africa in 2010? Absolutely no. So the mechanize.
Oh, Mr. Say, Kasawi, is our Rihanna Miss Macadamica.
Edidi da, yes, ne edidi preko. Edidi da, yes, ne edidi preko. Football, Sikano, fine. Omo de because of media coverage near the identity about outside, the data is all there, and people are making a lot of noise about it. So £20,000 and $10,000, then million, and yet. But I got the royalties. Just 3 days ago, 80 million streams on Spotify alone. Spotify and Kwan, Apple, Audio Mag, YouTube, now DMI, Spotify and Kwan. Research Ben away. Spotify and Kwan.
What come on?
No, all type of Spotify and Kwan. The money is really they benefit from royalties even when they are old and not doing the work again. Now, the day you have to find some work to do. And that's why be a coach and I'll be a ball. Because yes, I want a man is he's done. Never pass this year our team Nania FC and I also ye BBO and feature on Kakran Krasa. Because Canasa. So I don't say. But musician be anywhere or to two nisike same year and you know a down war. Or I say, Ondidi, Infrino, and then same way, Pat Thomas. So, funny Pat Thomas, so you, Ubusiani. My funny example. The interview, you know, Kasa say, also, moment that time, next streaming platforms in here.
Sure.
Jomo Bom Bonum Bebre. One time we share Sakodi with UK on needing common or commodity demand or more can streaming near the Huasem. Some papa no crow nya we say, you know, then times when him say, oh, the beto Apple Music near the Albanese. This Sakodi man, you know, some, you know, label be more buano or more organizing, more no be uploading you meaning in a did you. And I like you, to me, genie in a through in a, you know, those platforms, you can collect all those rights back to your name.
Yeah.
And then Papa knows this year, Papa no Rikash. Or Rikash. On bonum beam. Oh, Papisano. So,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but there are a lot of billionaires in music
Massa.
than in football. That's a
Very
fact.
good.
That alone makes football, makes music ahead. At least I've mentioned 2 billionaires. You've mentioned only 1 billionaire.
Fine.
So one is 2. They are in a dozen.
Oh, meba. Well, once I some American. Nyansa sempa na ewu mu no. What is you as some person with you? So that's it. Because me catch you say fine. Music. Oh, I'm making a lot of billionaires. No doubt about that. It's a fact. But football feeds a lot of people than what music does. But the main found question to cry. Right now, the trend that also betting. Look at the number of people are making a living out of sports betting, and I said football betting. And they drew Champions League, Premier League, the La Liga, and the top leagues, and even our own local league. You understand? Look at how the youngins and even the aged will be a better to make money out of it. I ain't found what to say will be a betting. They say, yeah, quack bet, says then. No. So fine. What you're saying, you're not far from right. That music makes, or let me say, music makes a lot of billionaires than football. That is true. But football feeds the masses than music.
Well, I know that's a Michelle and a man can once because
yeah, now they can.
And you know, correct. And you know, crazy.
Now
only music, only the crew that I could hear rapper Hollywood.
Oh, as long as I want and I'm about
you see, the numbers are huge. The numbers are equally huge.
Listen, and I told you, say, music feeds, let me say, employs a lot or employs some huge numbers as and only when there is a show or concert. That was what I told you. That was what I said. And your concert, how many times? Our concert, how many times in a year? Now, even once. We always got the said, oh, can I not week in, week out, and then another month you own your show.
Very
good. Yes, I agree. It's a make a choice. Say music, no. The only time I go and say I employ not a lot of people on board, no. When there is a concert or a show, I want to crew never on board. Backing vocalist band and for but football week in week out. There be a so that's it. It's a clubs no cry call on breaker. Your friend is saying the national teams no and so yeah Juma national teams call breaker near back to class. So that's it. So all the time was it there?
Club. What's the class? No more class.
Make a class. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So national teams no a call breaker clubs no so no yeah Juma. So day in and day out, football is feeding the stomachs or the masses. It's so why your friends say discipline and make you billionaires which and okay regular. Ghana has said there's no musician who is a billionaire. None. Obi anyho billionaire
By
musician.
billionaire footballers are.
Oh, na sa
Footballers.
someone now. Asamoah ho.
Billionaire.
Oh, masa. Na someone billionaire.
Asamoah billionaire. They are say Kwame Eugene billionaires.
Ah, masa na wa de wanu mi wo hina na. Ana wanu mi bi as na oba ha se ana. Ah, Kwame Eugene billionaire obeso to say. Na ka boss akode ana say stone boy.
Na sa akode ni stone boy with casting Asamoah. Bam.
Oboa.
Bam. Na Asamoah say ntika asa. Nti no didi blast fire chia.
See you. Hey, Mama Cho, Asat now. Asamoah your friend say or you're into this water whatever
oh this wow kwa kra when you niso ni bi atoda
I mean you know that real estate events your friend say transport and logistics even Asamoah invest in mining it's masa
galamsey and mining why galamsey
me so I mining me catch galamsey masa e me kopa say mami o me catch ro
but the hotel say my last point I made a mount.
We are mama ba kwa na code dem.
Yes, and they say on the shall say okay say via musicians win them sing we share na me mind on the slide here.
Man slide can do be can me response.
The tie say o hwe omo career wise musicians have footballers the probability say omobetimi asho omo career na say asenvia less because it's easy for a footballer to get injured and for his or her career comes to an end. So me gonna say
oh yes
because we be one on person here o cry say person your footballer now ukoto je feature here nya na audit here me so sa striker pa me footballer
Aguero
injury me ankoso am footballer by now can me be blaster number 9 it ubet me press here as a football with me press here even as a professional most people they are not able to live up to their potential because of injuries. Unlike music, there's no injury in music. Music where
there is
make no probability make on the field of make on the field of work and the probability. Injury you get with me proud baby.
Okay.
What if you cry na go for ya playing accident here ko hwe omo dance. So muti omo fie. Is omo we. Maybe pray. So me can see the end injury over bia but the make can say in your line of duty as a footballer and as a musician. Footballers even training. Ha when you knock. And no career end. What do you mean Bob Bim? Go find one anyway. But footballer, a musician, you don't need that. You can easily, compose your songs, put it out there. You only there once a while. You know, can make up your ability to compose, record, and distribute. That is very important because that is where you are able to, feed your fans and people who love your music. Unlike football. Football crowd who play a bit how penasempa, how say every day week in, week out. No, bobo. But coaching unselected. So me can say. But football, music there, that's not the case. Me family I pull music, me the musician I'm a pen and tea. So the power is in my hands. The power is not in the hands. The power is not the power is not in the hands of any coach.
Sure. It's not in the hands of any coach, but in the hands of promoters. Do you know how these artists land?
I don't follow promoters. No, I beg. I don't follow promoters to know music. I beg.
Very good, but the musicians need the promoters to make the money you are talking about. Okay, so when links with these promoters are over to me. Okay, so right now, Stoneboy, it's not playing one no drew. a brutal kwabo calf
shows.
anything then up
Nipa tweet show.
so akɔde yɛbɛyɛ show ɛwɔ O2 arena no wonim promoters a ɔcontact wɔn ɛwɔ UK ansa na wotumi akɔyɛ that show.
So that's something I'm working. Me say, my point has always been in the around composing, recording, and
I'm also trying to tell you, sir, you can compose, but and no one guarantees that you're going to make money out of it without the.
Now your listeners, it's possible for your listeners. We are in the era of social media. Your listeners,
so what? You know how? Like I said, it took us artists and as musicians now. So you just wake up, you go and record, you come and post it. At the end of the day, you are getting followers or you are getting listeners automatically, just like that.
Sure. Talent, talent in the account. When you're talented,
listen to yourself. When talented musicians are, they couldn't go anywhere.
Say, bra. Me see. The 10 year.
But I just look at Agbeko, you can say, on the demo issues, Baba. Look, very talented, this thing, rapper. That's fair. The career and cut a shot on the way. And do things there, no any fans and I have no any supporters, and as I know, Uncle don't record it. He did, but on the day, what happened? And see, there's not, you can't rely on your talent alone. That is it. I feel we are a member of Sankasamin Canyon, the same one. Let me tell you one thing.
I mean,
Masa, there's some people born fit. Music, and you automatic say or record the ya no. Now and you know your magic now. You need to put in work. And also another I did about crown person between agencies to buy. Once I will can't send you can part Thomas more, I'm actually the money Pabubu money then there and they are still earning from their music, you know. Yes, it makes sense. The only maybe. Say fan say Pat Thomas a born in the 80s be. Na odidi ho a fa show trim say no CDD ho in the year 2000 a bit much change in the year 2025. It can go up, it can come down depending on demand. Two, another thing, it may hit musicians a trend, generational trend and changes never because it will be kasa akode anya word and could be useless in the music industry. Because yes, you and I know, Masa, you was a which a whole music awards not happening in Ghana here. Now, Sarkodie nominations in now if a Sarkodie award and no says award no winning as a consolation. Normally consolating and then I'm sorry, consolino. So what I say. So sad and the ones I will now can be about injury, bit my setting, then yes, same way. And a music in sono friend necessary no other than a baller and then me kofa ayi see my mama was say my mom be 2 million Ghana cedis so for organize a birthday party be keke never ayi bra papa she ne ayi slim bastard bra wo scan ko how would you have a promise mass account because of slim bastard bra
papa she on way
why only papa see you don't even know papa she how don't even know can say on it Lumba wish your penny cocoon UTV, not just Wednesday.
I mean, just our program. No, my dream way and him.
What? Yeah, I did. Hey, as a man,
like, yeah, it's our program there. Bro, I'm going to go like you'll be the deal more term near there, you know.
Hi, your more life, the more choice, don't feel somewhere, no, the more you want, dear. Yes. Yeah. So, music, you can't rely on the talent alone. So what I say, trend is a and if you're not able to meet the changes, Charlie, will be useless. And then, fine, member be doing shame, you will be an answer, you bet. No credit, the one you can. You say, the number of musicians are near more way back in the between 2009 to 2016. Ebe permanent e mu do sen na relevant and na me ankasa me flow king kwan so na relevant sir. It's a fact. Me ankasa me flow king kwan no on so na relevant sir. You see how it is. And the decline, how is decline? And yes, no mbo Nana Boro verse on AJ, still one of my favorites. So quite adi any painting money maloy a to bolenga dokono toy himashe ni
na Michael Essien zo
Ose
Michael Essien that argument that we medical
oh masa now what can we na me come there for what
my chum do
why you saying what can some say in retirement and then I me sure say music also has that retirement no because if you're not able to make the new things also very retired I mean come myself we're going to review myself I mean come myself
the difference is that no nya botre
we nya there but what can we there we and I'm come there what can market me ba what can injuries and retirement age what can we there me so me come adapting to trend and those things start changes now
what can you say
what's your metu so now global reach musicians make music fine musicians and the footballers one more pan and it me reach the masses more in terms of like fame popularity and then normal oh your musicians all come across mo show America near Ukraine pa near yam share because so many numbers ne ma till date yenya bi kura am betimi afele the bigger theaters outside Ghana so that I say but ene me minimum bi am ni ndi komo say asamo ajanti Saudi Arabia I'm from Ghana.
This video na social media, bra.
Ghana. Ghana. But the moment I can say, Gyan. That is it. That's the power of football. Thomas Partey. Globally, but be in Partey Ghana crowd musicians for someone in Chile. Kudus. Lengths are Kudus. At the mass tomboy. Lengths are danso. Tottenham Hotspur's defender dance so Edema family. That is the power of football.
No, or the view crime of a black sheriff.
Very good. Sorry, I say. Because on there, why do you mean I tell you as a almost but your bumpire said, Benjamin Assarin submit me I call international and on also ama Chatansonia that international vibe. No, so I say. So even to reach the global your friends say audience no crown no. Football is ahead of music. But Manuel, the other can be an answer and be an Indian. Masa.
That's it for where they more. Solid point that my church when you say music. It's also saying football. If you say you be because you pesca. Any year you know who says cano. Music any football. And you football no more to be any check. Ghana be more born then.
Now when footballers or Marita when deals are still so rely on deals more.
Bien deal.
Hey, footballers.
You come we are. Omo need deal, bra. Omo need deal. Now at the Nike ni sa Adidas ni ade no new talent are coming up with popularity.
So unim ska Michael Jordan Gusudi. Rooney Gusudi. Ro Ferdinand mo. Aba say Ronaldinho mo nim ska Maradona kra na nim deals or was answer no be.
They do wow. Oh wow. Me catch you say popularity ni football him. But football, but music, you see, still for long. Omo abubo mu di participate ombo EPL game. Global reach ni ade no.
La Liga.
Yeah, global reach ni na ade no. 11 players na omo bo no. Ghana for penebo, Ghana for. Indeed, you have to be
talking about Ghana alone. We are talking about a discipline or so that say. It's a kind of whole thing. The whole system.
Yeah, but I'm say. Odi Obi Obobo UK compare Obi a Ghana musician or person organize show UK. I mean, and pet.
Because same thing so bit happen to a musician in the United Kingdom and also a person Abia on also be show I say. So that say recently I said before I think say on your program be on cover Nigerian artists be by. Bloggers you post you be akwa onim pakro me say artist kwa minim no and someone say o ma fly ayi artists from Nigeria never Ghana. Obi and no. See, it can happen. Same way a bit might happen from your artists, a bit might happen to your artists from more Ghana trying to make do a show or play a show outside Ghana. Sounds a bit might happen to those outside there almost try so big play or Ghana.
Yeah, but
so
but
it's general.
Of course, football will have from good side. But
it has a lot of good sides than music.
Music is ahead of it.
Football is the best. Football